So after unboxing the Xiaomi 12T Pro and giving you my quick first impression, today, bibigay ko sa inyo guys ang aking full review and honest opinion about this phone, the all-new Xiaomi 12T Pro. And of course, this one is based sa global release and the Philippine release will be upcoming pretty soon. So abangan nyo. Tara, simulan natin. So hi guys, ako pala si Richmond ng Gadget Sidekick and welcome back to my channel. So if hindi nyo pa napapanood ang aking unboxing and first impression ng Xiaomi 12T Pro, link up there, check nyo lang. And of course right now, bubuksan na natin the box and kita natin outright it's the phone itself. Di ko na gagawa ng unboxing since natapos na rin natin ang unboxing part. So let's jump straight to the design. So kita natin sa likod, medyo umbok ang kanyang camera bump. So this is the 200MP na main camera sensor na pinagmamalaki ni Xiaomi. And it has given me some really nice shots. And papakita ko sa inyo a little bit later throughout this video. And sa ilalim, the usual, meron siyang Xiaomi na print and some certification. Likod natin is a glass back. Likod nito is a glass back. I'm not quite sure kung anong Corning Gorilla Glass grade ito. Sa sides, it's plastic frame. And sa harap, it's a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protected screen. So, boot up muna natin. So, kita natin, this is the Xiaomi logo. But before that, quick phone tour lang muna tayo. So, sa ilalim, makita natin, there's the loudspeaker, microphone in, Type-C port, and of course, the SIM tray. So, quickly, sundutin lang natin. Paghila, we can see that there's two slot over here, SIM 1 and SIM 2 na 5G SIM capable. Wala siyang micro SD expansion. On the left side, it's pretty clear. On top, kita natin, there's the second loudspeaker, which makes it a stereo speaker. Then, of course, tuned by Harman Kardon. Then, there's the noise-canceling mic and the IR blaster. Sa kabilang side, the volume rocker and, of course, the power button. Ang kanyang fingerprint scanner is in-screen. So, by default, this is the home screen of the phone. So, kita natin on this side, the bezel is quite thin, but hindi naman siya super-duper nipis. Okay na sa akin. Medyo manipis naman siya and the punch hole is quite small. And what I like dito is maliit din ang kanyang chin. Now, of course, alam natin that this phone is being powered by the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. And of course, it's ultra-fast and very power-efficient na 4nm chip. Now, checking Antutu benchmark, and probably this is one of the few times na nakapag-score tayo ng ganitong score dito sa ating channel. It's 1,072,000 points dito sa Antutu benchmark. Breaking it down, ito ang score na makukuha natin. And it kind of defeated 95% of users. So given na kanyang processor is one of the top in the industry right now, so this phone can game, sabi ni 3D Mark. Well, agree din naman si Geekbench na maganda ang kanyang score. And checking ang kanyang wideband level, it's level 1 security level dito sa phone na ito. Meaning, watching HD dito is very much welcome. Now, checking the display dito sa phone na ito, we can switch between light mode and dark mode in just a single press dito. Or pwede nyo rin hanapin siya sa control center. I-swipe nyo lang, makikita nyo dito, dark mode. And there's a lot of shortcuts dito na pwede nyo kalikutin. Just check it out. And ang dami nyong shortcuts dito na pwede kalikutin. Just simply check it out. Now, sa display, there are some things na pwede mong kalikutin dito. Like the color scheme na pwede mo ilagay sa vivid. Or you can always put it to saturated para mas enhance ang yung viewing experience sa mga videos like YouTube, Netflix, and other online streaming apps. Pwede mo rin kalikutin to ambient colors niya. Just turn it on kung gusto nyo para mag-adjust siya sa color temperature. Pwede mong kalikutin ang kanyang refresh rate. Either you can choose between 60 or 120. Or if you put it to default mode, magsiswitch siya between 30, 60, 90, and 120. Now, sa AI image engine, there's a lot of things na pwede mo kalikutin like super resolution para mag-enhance ang iyong video, AI image enhancement para gumanda ang mga viewing mo sa mga photos na nakuha mo, AI HDR enhancement, pag inono to, mas maganda ang mga details sa mga videos na pinapanood mo in HDR, no? Lalo sa mga lighter and darker areas. As well as MEMC para mas maging smoother ang transitioning ng mga videos. Now, remember, pag in-on mo lahat to, mas mabilis maubos ang iyong battery. Just a word of reminder. Now, after natin i-turn on lahat ng mga AI engine na yan, so tinry natin manood ng video dito sa YouTube, sa Netflix, and of course, other online streaming apps like WeTV, iQIYI. And tinry naman natin dito sa YouTube, and I was able to watch some really nice and decent videos dito sa phone na ito. And to be honest with you, mas maganda ang viewing experience ko dito as compared sa naka-off lahat ng mga AI na yon. What I can say about the videos na napanood ko, rich ang colors, the black is blacker, Ang ganda ng viewing experience. It's really immersive. That's all I can say. And tinanong din natin kanyang sounds. Having a Harman Kardon na speaker, well, the sound is really nice and it's, well, sabi naman ni Xiaomi, it's being tuned by Harman Kardon. Well, I expect nothing less but one of the better sounds being tuned on a smartphone. Pakinggan natin. Well, na-try naman natin dito on Spotify, YouTube Music, and watching videos and playing games. The sound is quite good and immersive. Lalo na when you're watching videos. I can say na watching some of the movies dito, the sound is good. And probably yung surround sound niya is something na hahanap-hanapin mo on a smartphone. Now, given that it's being tuned by Harman Kardon, based sa tenga ko, it's, well, probably 20% better compared sa 12T na non-pro variant. Now, itong phone na ito has a 5,000 mAh of battery and I know it's an industry standard, nothing too fancy about it. And it also supports 120 watts of hypercharge na meron ni Xiaomi. And so I did charge it from 10 to 100. Well, it just took me around 21 minutes just to complete the whole cycle. And it's really fast, I know. But of course, the other brands does have something a little bit better than this one. So, medyo, I'm not quite sure. Medyo naiwan konti si Xiaomi dahil it's been a while since they've been using na 120 and the others are already using 150 already in their smartphone. And I heard that Xiaomi has been researching on the 200 watts na fast charging. So, I can't wait na i-release sila pretty soon sa one of their next few flagship to come. Now, check natin kanyang screen on time. It gave me a 12.5 hours. It was being set to 50% brightness and 120 Hz of screen refresh rate. Probably, if consider ko to sa 60, might be a little bit higher at around mga 14 hours or so. Just my estimate. Based on my daily usage, tumagal naman to sa akin for one whole day without charging. Well, on some of those days, na trip ko maglaro ng mga games dito sa phone na ito, babad ng mga 3 to 4 hours, well, it lasted me for maybe half a day. Now, since pinag-usapan na natin gaming, I was able to play a few titles here and was really enjoying it dahil ang ganda ng kanyang screen, yung kanyang refresh rate is mataas, and of course, Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. I know it's the beast, and of course, gaming on this phone really gives me that good experience. Call of Duty Mobile, Tower Fantasy, and Genshin Impact, all of those titles, kayang-kaya na takbuhin maning-mani lang sa kanya. And of course, ang kanyang touch response screen is, well, okay naman. I didn't really feel any lag, though I wasn't able to check kung ilan nga ba ang touch sampling rate nito. Well, actually, hindi ko siya nakita sa spec sheet. And the viewing experience dito sa phone nito while playing, I can say it's really nice and it's really immersive. Before natin pag-usapan ng kanyang camera, I'll be showing you quite a few things dito na kakalabas lang ni Xiaomi and i-review natin sa ating other channel sa Xiaomi Review. And I have here is the Xiaomi Band 7 Pro and this one having a really nice design. I'm really excited na buksan to and to try it out together with my Xiaomi 12T Pro. And isi-sync natin using the latest app for fitness ni Xiaomi. And of course, i-measure natin lahat ng ating mga stats and of course, to try natin kung gaano siya ka-okay to accept some calls, to check your notification, your heart rate monitoring, and your, of course, blood oxygen level. Malalaman natin in our full review. And of course, how can I forget the Redmi Buds 4 Pro na merong active noise cancelling na gusto din natin i-review to. I heard na maganda ang fitting nito sa tenga and I'm really excited to try this out, especially during my workout mode. And to see kung gaano siya ka-okay to pair together with my Xiaomi 12T Pro. Abangan niyo ang review natin dito sa dalawang gadget na ito sa Xiaomi Review na aking channel. So, tinry natin mag-throttling test dito sa phone na ito and surprisingly, it's really performing at its peak performance. So, hindi natin nakikita na nag-throttle siya, walang red lines dito. Just a little minimal dito na yellow line but and hindi siya nag-throttle, so definitely it's a good news, especially to gamers out there. Now, if you want to have extra protection dito sa inyong phone, I will highly suggest that you buy one of these. From Shandy, it's a beetle case. So, saktong-sakto ang fit niya, bagong-bago lang itong case na ito. And I really love it dahil what I like about the Shandy case is magandang kanyang protection. I get to see the original color dito sa likod dahil clear and transparent kanyang likod. And the sides is definitely very shock-proof dahil I've been using this for quite a few years already and mga nalalaglag kong phones all have survived yung mga falls. So definitely, it's one of my recommended case. Si Shandy Beetle case which is available sa Shandy Philippines and of course si Shandy Masangkay. Okay, going back, so we can see na medyo umbok ang kanyang camera dito sa likod. And this is the main difference between the Pro and the non-Pro variant, ang kanyang camera bump. So itong camera bump is big because it has a 200MP na wide-angle camera and it's a Samsung ISOCELL na HP1. And it has a aperture of 1.69 with an 8P lens. And it also supports optical image stabilization. It has night mode and ultra night video, giving you all those goodies inside this camera. And of course, yun naman siya na 8MP na ultra-wide lens together with the 2MP na macro lens. And ang punch hole sa harap, it's a 20MP na aperture 2.2 front-facing camera. And checking the video capability ng rear camera, it can shoot up to 8K 24fps, while sa harap, it can shoot up to 1080p 60fps. Now, taking some outdoor shots, definitely it's a performer. Ang ganda ng mga pictures na nakuha natin outdoors, very sharp, very nice, and definitely ang ganda, ang tingkat ng mga colors, very punchy, very sharp. I love it. Every single shot na nakuha ko sa outdoors. And I can say ang camera nito is worth mentioning, especially on outdoor performance. Now, going indoor, this is where the things gets fun. Pagdating sa low light condition, I was surprised na kaya na i-enhance ang mga picture na ito given na medyo low light lang talaga siya. Now, itong camera na was able to enhance the condition of the lighting and give it a little bit more light. And masasabi ko sa inyo, the pictures are a lot more dramatic and it looks a lot better than the actual scene na nakikita ko. Now, trying ang kanyang 200MP na camera shot, I was able to go inside the church, Santo Domingo Church, and take the photo at the back end and try to zoom it all the way to the front. I can say na, wait, kita natin yung cross and some of the things up front, kung nasaan yung altar, no? And I can say na ang sharp pa rin ng mga pictures ito, even though that I keep on zooming all the way to the front. Now, I was able to take some pictures also on top of the bridge, and I can see ditong picture na ito. Now, you can see some of the signboards dito sa kaliwa. When you take a quick look dito sa picture ito, you won't be able to see anything. But if we keep on zooming in, we can see that, hey, si BDO pala at si Union Bank pala nandun. Ganito kalinaw ang 200MP na camera nitong phone na ito. And I was quite impressed. And here's another shot. So I was able to take in dito sa monumento. Zooming all the way in, kita mo ang monument sa gitna ng monumento. And taking some photos using the night mode at around mga 8 in the evening dito sa Chinatown na Arc sa Banawe, I can say na it's really clear, it's really nice. Ang ganda ng color reproduction nito, giving it a little bit more dramatic appearance dito sa picture na ito. And I'm really loving it. And of course, some of these Christmas lights is also really nice and punchy ang kanyang colors. Now, checking the front-facing camera, taking some photos outdoors, and I can say ang kanyang camera was able to give me some really nice definition ng aking muka, especially when it's outdoor. And of course, taking in some indoor shot is also pretty nice and very detailed ang aking muka dito sa front-facing camera. Now, probably one of the things na gusto ko dito sa kanyang front camera is taking some bokeh shots. Ang ganda ng black background blur nitong phone na ito, giving me that really nice standout photo ng aking selfie. Now, using the rear camera to take in some videos, I was able to record this PBA 3-on-3 na mall tour, and I can see na ang ganda ng resolution ng kanyang video. It's quite stable given na may OIS siya, and of course, medyo maraming tao, so I was able to fend off some of the people, and being able to record this video, I was really fortunate na medyo close in tayo, no? And I can see na medyo nakapag-zoom tayo ng konti in taking this video, and I can say it's really crystal clear. Now, impressive ang kanyang rear camera doesn't mean na impressive din ang kanyang front camera. Medyo na-disappoint ako konti dito sa kanyang front camera dahil medyo namumuti ang video ko. And pansin ko, there are some flickering happening while I'm walking. And I do hope na i-fix nila ito sa one of their future na software update. Now, probably one of the things na gusto niyo malaman dito is ang kanyang presyo. Now, I honestly have no idea kung magkano lalabas ito sa Philippines. Now, this is just only the global launching, so the Philippine launching might be a little bit later. Normally, after a couple of weeks pa naman ang Philippine release. So, it depends on the region. So, if I base this price on the Xiaomi 11T Pro from last year, it's around 29,990. So, normally, add ka lang ng mga 2,000 pesos. So, we'll be seeing this phone at around mga 32,000-ish. Just my rough estimate. So, I'm not quite sure. That's just my guesstimate. So, normally, ganun ang pricing naman ng Xiaomi. They'll just be adding 1 or 2,000 pesos to the phone model of last year, the same variant. So, yun ang nakikita kong pattern sa kanya. So, more or less, you'll be seeing this phone at around that price point. So, after ko ma-review tong phone na ito at ginamit ko ng masinsinan and ng husto, what can I say about this phone? Now, first of all, I can say ang ganda kanyang display. Second is, of course, ang kanyang camera is quite outstanding. Except ang front camera, medyo na-disappoint ako ng konti dyan sa kanyang front camera. And ang kanyang charging is quite fast and the battery can last me for more than a whole day. Gaming on this one is definitely good and the sound is quite superb. Now, if you ask me kung ano feel ko dito sa phone na ito, I can say that probably this is the best T series ng Xiaomi since then, after ng 10T, 11T Pro. I can say na this is probably the best among those released. And this one was able to bring out a little bit of those wow factor in me because of that 200 MP na rear camera. Not the first in the industry, but definitely it's the first for Xiaomi. Now, I'm quite excited to see some other developing features na meron ni Xiaomi. Maybe the 200 watts of fast charging on their next flagship. Yan ang definitely kaabang-abang sa Xiaomi. Now guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click mo na rin ang bell icon para di naman miss mga future uploads dito sa aking channel. And so, ako pala si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Watcha!